Hey, we went shooting. The authentic American experience. So I shot an array of firearms, and it was very interesting, and it was actually a lot of fun, and a lot of fun I wasn't expecting to have, and it really was not nowhere as big a deal as my British mind made it out to be. I had a very interesting conversation to my mate's godfather. Now, shout out to my mate's godfather who took us out shooting, because he was the best type of gentleman to take me out shooting for my first ever time, because he was he took his time explaining what was what. He you know, his tone of voice, you know, the way he came across, he made me feel relaxed. He explained everything. He showed what was what, and that was it. And we had a pretty good time. So an older gentleman ended up coming on to me and said, "I recognize your accent," he said. I said, "All right." He said, "I served in Northern Ireland," he said. And I'm like, "All right." And we get talking, this, that, and the other. And I ended up shooting his sniper rifle. And the recoil on that was insane. So that was pretty fun. And then afterwards, we were shooting clay pigeons with shotguns. But it was just, it was nowhere as big a deal as my British mind made it out to be. And it was just good fun. Obviously, safety first, as always, you know, as it should be. But that was a good experience, and it was quite, you know, it was just a good experience all in all. And so that next day, then we went to church once again, and then we actually were gonna go out shooting again. And one of his buddies from church, we literally drove 2.5 hours round trip. We drove to a range that was shut. We drove to an indoor range. My mate couldn't find his ID, and then we drove back to where we met up, and we just posed with some of these British firearms. I think they were British anyway. So it was a bit of a shame that we weren't able to, you know, sort of, you know, do that, but it is what it is. You know, always there for next time. And yeah, very, very, what's the word? Very, very grateful. His parents took me out for lunch, for dinner once again. Went to this burger chain called Red Robin. I have to say the fast food chains out there, pretty good. We did go to Chick-fil-A, but I must say the Chick-fil-A is just like fast food. But if you sit down in a restaurant, obviously you have to tip, but I mean, I can sort of see the tipping situation now, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, their service is a lot better than you would usually get perhaps in Europe or the UK. I think you do tip in Europe and the UK, but